Well, sir, my name is Carl Clark. I've been attending our church here for 8.5 years. And Memorial Day, it's a day set aside by Congress for us, the people, to remember the men and women who have fallen, who have given their lives while serving our country. That's what Memorial Day means to me.
My name's Cliff Smith. I've been going to Windermere for about 15 years, I guess, off and on. What does Memorial Day mean to me? It's a time to remember the servicemen that died in service to our country. It is sometimes confused with Veterans Day, I believe, and I think a lot of the young people need to understand the difference between Veterans Day, which is honoring our veterans that had served in our armed forces, and Memorial Day, which is actually to remember those that fell in defense of our country.
Spring of 1965, I was a young captain in the Army, stationed on Okinawa, Japan. Our unit was called to deploy to Vietnam. We were one of the first units to go in. We were trained, oh my, we were trained. We were ready, but still when that day arrived, we were scared, folks. But we got there and not a shot was fired. They didn't see us, and I guess we didn't see them. But inevitably, a couple of days later, weeks, we did engage the enemy. They engaged us. There were casualties. Consequently, on Memorial Day, I remember those men that were casualties that died on those days. I trained with them. I was their leader. Believe me, I remember them. That's what Memorial Day is for me.
Who do I remember on Memorial Day? Well, I remember my stories of my wife's uncle who died in World War II. And I remember the 3 guys that were killed the day that I was wounded in Vietnam. I was in the Army in Vietnam in 1970, and my company was in the jungle looking for North Vietnamese regulars, and we ran into a ambush, and right off the bat, 3 of my people of my company were killed. There was a different platoon than I was in. I was sergeant over the 2nd platoon. The 1st platoon ran into the ambush, and Lieutenant William Jurich was killed, and Sergeant Jerry Franklin was killed, and Specialist Osborne Mathington, and I always remember them on this day, so it means something really special to me.